Good question, and I want to look at the keeping and the getting the new contracts. So keeping new contracts, I think it's because it's refreshed every year. It gives the team what they need to keep their skills up. We continually invest in our team, and we've got lots of new training courses coming on, whether that's internal or external. So that helps us keep our contracts. We keep fresh and we keep up to date. Winning contracts, I think it's because we've got a great mandatory pathway that's specialised for each team, and we make sure that our mandatory pathway is aligned to the contracts. We look at that, we review that, and I think because we have that continual investment in our staff team, and we've also got amazing staff that can write and review training, then we keep up with the contracts and what's needed.
Okay, so part of every tender we go for, every new service we apply for, every contract we write a submission for, talks about our offer, our training offer, and our training offer is extremely comprehensive. I think what's good about it is it's extremely flexible. It's a platform rather than a standard. This is the list of courses we're going to put on and do, and where we identify new courses that we need for the work that we're doing, then I think that's where the real strength of it comes in. Also, it's not just in new service as well, it's in retention of staff and getting staff. But one of the things we can offer as an organisation is an extremely comprehensive training package. And I think that is a really unique selling point. When I first started, I was a learning disabilities support worker, then a learning disabilities manager. And as time has gone on, the services have changed from learning disabilities to people with vulnerabilities or with disability. And as a result of that, the training we need changes. The nature of the work we do has changed over the years. And as a result of that, the training has changed with it. And that's why staff, managers, services, teams take it seriously and really value the diversity of the work that we do. One of the ways that we have valued staff moving forward is CPD, so continued professional development. And part of that is the ability to access apprenticeships and the old MVQs, the diplomas. Consolidating your knowledge into a qualification really gives value. And also it gives you a qualification that is, depending on what level you do, can be the equivalent of a higher A level. And that makes you very employable.
My name is Jess and I'm a Business Support Administrator for the Youth Trust. As a Business Support Administrator, I do not only just support our central services, I support all of our services across the south and southwest of England. The skills you sort of need in this position is really good communication, because you're not just liaising with central services staff, but you're liaising with staff across the whole of England. So that has to be like through email form, telephones, obviously physical face-to-face if they're in the office as such. A can-do approach, that is really important, because you'll have people and colleagues, they'll come up to you and ask you for assistance and stuff. And I feel like it's really important for team building as well. So if you have that can-do approach, people know that you're there to help all the time. This particular qualification that I'm doing is aiding me to develop my skills and knowledge in my current role, and also helping me gain new skills that I've never learned before. So for example, like taking minutes for meetings, which again hopefully would eventually take up to a different career path. So within the trust I could go up to PA level, I could go up to human resources, because it's a conjoined kind of qualification. I'll just get a real understanding of everything as a whole within the organisation. And I feel like this particular qualification, because there's so much into it, that sort of liaise with the different services. So for example, our IT department, I could obviously do stuff with IT, not only that, HR and kind of like, not management level as such, but understand what management entails. This particular qualification was really going to aid me later on throughout my time here.
We had over 3,300 learners attending our workshops, face-to-face e-learning, and face-to-face and on or online. And between all of the trust staff, volunteers, Premier Crew, and agency workers, we had over 14,000 e-learning completed over the last financial year. The trust takes pride in what we're offering to our staff, volunteers, and Premier Crew when it comes to our learning and development package. Staff love our e-learning, and they understand that it's not just a tick exercise that we have to do on an annual basis. It has benefit to them personally and to the people that we support. So on the job training, it's your regular induction program. You come into a new service. Basically, you are being shown how to fill in our forms and our plans and how to support our people. Of the job training mostly applies to apprenticeship, and we are proud to say that we offer paid time to complete our functional skills, which is not a legal requirement, but we like to invest in our staff to make sure that they get a possible level when it comes to an apprenticeship qualification, hence why we have a 75% distinction completion for all of the apprenticeships that we are offering.
I have asked my team and I've got some great answers. Overall, they love it. They think the U Trust invests in people, they like the training pathway, they love MLC, they love having it all in one place. They like the specialist courses that we've got, they like the face-to-face offer, particularly like the CPI training, which I think is brilliant because that is delivered by our own in-house staff team. So I think there's some really great feedback. And I just want to finish by sharing a feedback from one of our new members of team, and they've said it's the best training they've ever done, the best induction they've ever had, that the training online is interactive, it doesn't dictate, and it shows how seriously the U Trust take learning and development, which I thought was a really great comment from somebody new to our team. So I thought it was brilliant.
Well, like our colleagues Tony and Phil said earlier, we want to invest in our staff, and we provide them with continuous professional development and free qualification. We are always looking out for any free qualification that we can offer our staffs, and we work with Skills Network to provide them a magnitude of about 45 short qualifications for free, and also any sort of apprenticeship or qualification that people require. We are always looking to bring them in the house and to deliver them to our staff to ensure that they get the best possible learning solution. Well, this is exciting news. We're going to change over to our new platform called Loomis. It's coming up in the next couple of months. We also like to increase our number of apprentices. We are spending our levy at a fast rate, but obviously we don't want that to be a stop. So we are looking to get new funding available, and always we're looking to change what we are offering, either on the job or something that people might want to do but they are not 100% sure when it comes to a course.
I think individually, some of the comments that have come back is, how can the U Trust invest in me as a person? What can I do to grow my skills? How can I grow to be able to take maybe another role within the U Trust, or even enhance my learning so that they can then move on, which is something we want for everyone, isn't it, to be the best version of who they are. So I think one of the things that we might need to look at is how we support people in training that can develop their skills but isn't necessarily needed for their job role. So I think that would be a really great way of doing it. Another way is seriously consult with the people we work with and ask them what's missing, what more can we do, from their perspective, what could we do that will help ourselves really to be the best versions of who we are as a worker within the U Trust.